beautiful people. You're welcome to Tranquil Moments of Fame. So today I have a special guest, and on this banging episode, we're talking about how we survived in a private university. So if you've ever been to a private university or you know someone who has, please link them up to this video because we are spilling facts upon facts. So without further ado, let me welcome my special guest. Hi, Chisom.
Hello.
Hi, CHIZKID. What do we call you today?
Chisom is fine.
Okay, but we popularly know her as CHIZKID in school. So we both went to the same school. Tell us, how was your journey, entering school? How did you feel like in year one? What made you want to gun down for the prize?
Okay. It's a crazy going back memory lane. But yeah. Back forward to 100 level days. When I came in, of course, I came in with the fear that every young person usually have. Okay, the fear of, oh, am I going to succeed? How am I going to succeed? How far will I go? How well will I do? And all that stuff. But knowing the background I came out from and where I'm coming from, I knew that I had no choice but to do the best I can and be the best
that you can be.
Yeah, I can be. So when I came into Godfrey, I was lucky. I would say I was lucky because I met people that were able to push me. People that made me believe that I can actually do this thing. And so I would say I was lucky because I can remember one Mr. Sistus. Many of you know him. Those of you that went to Godfrey, you would know Monsieur definitely.
I used to see him that time year one all the time.
I think they left the next year now because they were in final year.
Okay, so that was in our 200 level. They now left.
Yeah, they left our 200 level.
So did we say he gave you the gun to shoot?
Yeah, he did. He did. He gave me a lot of motivational, physical, and stuffs that he's not just saying, oh, Chisom, you can do this. Let me pull you through. Whenever you have issues,
you can come around. We'll just fix it.
So stuffs like that, and I was able to, it made me go a very long way with the whole thing.
Would there be anything you can change in your journey to help you maybe relax more? The tension was hot in year one. They were like, if you don't get this, you're not graduating.
I don't think I would change much. I wouldn't say I would change much because everything was in place for me. That's why I said I was so lucky. Everything was in place for me. That was still in my 100 level. I was very fresh.
Okay, not year two this time
No, not year two. Still 100 level. I'm looking at things I would have changed. But
your foundation.
Critically looking at it, I wouldn't change much. You don't know me. I've not met this guy. I'm seeing you for the first time, and he handed me a paper. He said, if you want to succeed in this school, you need God. That was what he said. Okay, but it's fine. I love this. Okay. So imagine having that foundation. Someone is already telling you for you to succeed, you need God. So I knew right from time that I need to put God first if I want to succeed, right? And then I needed to get the kind of people that would make me become sharper, like they say,
iron.
Exactly.
Sharpening iron.
So I was so lucky. I had all these people in place, people that could put me through. And one thing about me is, if I don't know something, I will meet somebody.
You wouldn't form.
Of course, I'll humble myself. I'll humble myself and learn that.
Chisom is not like that. She will be like, wow, can you explain further?
Exactly.
I think that was even what made us come close.
Exactly. So I will meet you and I'll humble myself. I don't mind. And get that stuff.
And you too, you humble yourself to teach me. Because there was a time I asked you something, and that's when we became close. I asked you about something regarding hostel something or something, and you were like, no, Chuck, I don't take it serious. Don't be too serious. No, calm down. I was like, how are you this calm?
So I won't change much, honestly, because I loved what I did back then in Godfrey University. And so remembering those things I think those are part of the things that actually made me come out the best, because at the time I told sisters that, is it possible for someone to write an exam, the whole examination, without having a carryover? I actually asked that question. So that's to tell you how scared I was, right? I was so scared when I came in. And he told me, of course, yeah, it's possible. And I think what made me, stand my grounds was when our first semester results came out and I saw 4.9 and I'm like, shit, what's this? This is so high and I can't afford going back, so I had to do everything possible to remain there or move further, right? So I felt like that first result did the magic for me, because I don't know, maybe if I had 3.5 or 3.0. I
had a 3.9 though, but they told me it wasn't bad, because this is your first time.
For me, if I had that, of course, I'll work towards becoming better, right? But
that was what happened to me.
Having that 4.9, it was mad.
Just stay there,
because you can't go back, right? People are going to be no, you are not going back. People are going forward.
Just stay there.
So I knew I had to do everything to remain there or even move further. So I wouldn't change much, honestly. And I had group people I read in group with as well.
That's very good.
Yeah, Chibogu, Ogo, and the likes of them. Yeah, so we did that and it was wonderful. And having that result, having a very good result,
it will propel you.
When you take it home, even though there is no money, everybody is like hustling, because oh god, they're making them proud, right? So everybody's hustling. Uncle is trying, mom's is trying, siblings are trying to get the money together because you're doing so well. And so it was nice. It was tough and nice at the same time. So yeah.
Okay. So for me, it was just, I had a 3.9 at first, and then I had to start going forward. So I think from that 3.9 I had a 4.1, and then by 300 level I started aiming higher, 4.3, and it continued like that until final year. So I would definitely change certain things. It would be people I met. Some people I met, I wish I never met them. I just wish. I had some very good people. I wouldn't change them. But you see this one of pretending to be your friend, and then they're just with you because you're more of the kind person and you give a lot, or
just
you're always outspoken. Maybe
from
you can speak out for them in the public, because I think that's what they know me with in school, and I think it started from primary school. I've always been the type to say, I think this thing should be this way. But that's what I'll change. That's just it. Some people that I met, they shattered my heart.
I met some negative people, but I won't still change that, because I'm sure no matter how bad they felt they were, or how the bad things they felt they were doing to me, they still will not lie that they picked a lot of good stuffs from me. They were able to grasp a lot of goodness in me, and they knew that, oh, this person is just being good and nice, and she's pure. So no matter what you do to pull her down, she just keeps going higher. And so they can't lie that they picked that path from me. And I prefer to see the good in people. I believe everybody, there's something good in them. Yeah, there's something. So I prefer to just dwell on your goodness and just, throw away the negative parts of that person.
Your results, how did you feel when you saw it?
Well,
I was surprised. I said, is this the I don't like, yeah. I was like, so she's been hiding.
No. Okay, here's the thing now. Like I made mention before, I said when I came in, I wasn't really aiming to be the best. I was just trying to be the best.
But you surprised all of us, though.
Of myself. But when I went forward, I'm like, okay, why not? Why not? If it's possible, then why not?
And the funny thing, guys. Sorry, love. It wasn't just her. It was her and IJ and someone else.
Yes, Emanuela.
Yes, 3 ladies having the best. Education now is very, very important. Like, it cannot be overemphasized. And the best you can do, and just,
I would say, do what works for you, right? Do what works for you. When exam is approaching, I don't really have to do a lot of intense reading, right?
So you're relaxed.
I'm relaxed, and like I said, I have group
reading
stuff
and studies.
Yeah, people I read with in group. So group reading for me was not bad, right? But I sleep a lot.
That rest is important though, for your brain.
I sleep a lot, but I can also read in any environment.
Okay. Even noisy places, you're cool.
I don't mind. And I can read in the afternoon as well when the sun is very hot. I don't really mind. Yeah.
Okay.
If I want to, I can. I don't really mind. So I don't do so much of the reading thing because I've been following through. So it's like you're just paging through. You just want to see what's happened, and when I do that, I try to picture the lecturer saying it again, like trying to replay what he was saying, like through my notes. So it goes a long way.
It's good if you jot down because your brain is kind of remembering what you wrote in class.
So basically that's what I do. So when exam is coming and people are killing themselves, and what I do is movies actually.
Just relax your head
and
for a minute.
I'm seeing movies, and my roommates are like, what's wrong with this?
It's because you've been working so hard.
Why is she not reading? Everybody's reading. Go and read, you have exams. After that movie, I'm going to sleep.
Because you're in your group, you've covered.
Of course, it was beautiful, and there's something else that helped me, right? Trying to lecture other people.
They advise me that
tell them this particular topic, like the more you lay emphasis on it, the more you talk about it, it's going to be difficult for you to forget. So I do that, and people feel that oh she's wasting. Why does she like to help people a lot, like waste a lot of time and all that? Degree exam was
the easiest exam I've ever written. It was easier than WAEC.
It was. I feel like, sorry to say, don't quote me anywhere, but degree exam is overrated. Like the way people make it look as if this thing is impossible
to achieve.
Do you understand? Like they make it look so crazy. And okay, when we started writing the first paper, and I'm like, I told my friend,
I told
my friend that I have not written any exam. Sorry to say, I've not written any exam. We wrote this second paper. I said, okay, how far today? Have you written an exam? I said, no.
How were you able to balance being part of, like, for the government school, they say SUG. How were you able to manage being part of the SUG and vice president for that matter? And then being a normal student.
Wow.
Like, how were you able to control that scenario? That scenario was powerful, and I felt like if you're not careful, you would fail out.
Of course, a lot of people fall out. Yeah, a lot of people fall out because you need to be able to balance being a leader and then doing your personal stuff, because last you came to school, right? Even though leadership and all that are stuffs that help, like they help to build someone, but last you came to school, so you need to be able, if you can't balance it, then don't bother going in. But for me, I've always been like ahead of something, like way back. I'm always in one society or the other, in one club or the other. So like it's a normal thing. Like for me, it has been a normal thing. And I was the year rep as well.
Yes. Before I
now moved to vice president. So for me, it was just trying to adjust in a way, like, okay, now you have other responsibilities, so you need to look for more time to be able to cover up the time you are giving to
your SUG stuff. Like Godfrey, what do you even call it?
Students, what's it called again?
Students council.
Student council of honor. So what I did was I just had to give more time, like extra time
to your personal reading.
To my personal reading. So what I did was I had to give extra time to my personal stuff, like trying to add more time to my personal stuff. Okay, like I sleep early and all, but when I got that position, I knew I had to like sacrifice 2 extra hours or 3
after school.
After school, so I'll be able to catch up and be good, because it's a lot of tussle. If you are not careful, like you said, you fall out. So when I did that, I just added extra time, the time that was not there, I added it to my personal stuff, and it was good. You can't do all that without God. You can't be leaving
Jesus.
You can't be leaving God out of any of this. It wasn't possible.
Funny enough, that's one thing I love about Godfrey. We pray a lot too.
We pray.
We kabash.
We have morning mass now
Yes,
for the
morning-
Catholics,
yes,
and
and
then
the normal prayer
normal
service.
prayers for no, we do that. We pray a lot in school, Monday to Friday.
Yeah, and then in the hostel.
No,
We really tried. We
day
really
in the
tried. Though. I
hostels.
don't know how we survived it
Shit,
for 4 years.
Every day in the hostel for 4 years we prayed at night.
Mhm.
Wow. And there was something else I remembered, afternoon prayers, and people usually don't like coming out to lead the prayers.
They will give a particular group every day. That's what they're
people
doing.
don't like coming out to lead.
So they had rosters, yeah?
They had rosters, but sometimes people don't keep to that rosters. So me, everybody knows me. I don't like to waste time. Once it's time for that prayer, if the group responsible are not ready to come out,
You always
I
come
carry
out.
my
No
prayer
time.
book. I don't want to waste time. There's no need wasting time. This is something I can do, right? So why should I waste time if someone else is, forming not to do it? It's something I know how to do. So everybody knows
You
me
are
on
always
that.
quick, and like people were always excited because Chisom doesn't have that time.
I don't have that time to waste, right? So yeah, we prayed a lot. We prayed a lot.
Funny enough, whenever it was my turn to pray, people would be like, "Wow, let's get our pen and paper."
Yeah, that's true. Because we know that we are going to be taking home a lot that day.
Oh my God.
From the famous Chiamaka that speaks up. That title, dude. That title. So yeah.
Guys, it has been a long time coming. To be honest, this speaking of a thing started in primary school. I just felt like I don't like seeing people oppressed or seeing something going wrong. And I'm like, why am I in this country? So I'm saying that even if I'm in this country, let me be doing something small, you get to that point. So that's why sometimes when I hear some side talk like, why is she going? I stayed on my own. They called me to come and do something. I went. People are still complaining. How will I now do? And if you don't go now, they'll say you're proud. So it's best to just go.
That's true.
In my mind, I was like, Chisom them have already planned what they would do. Me that did not plan anything. How will I now do it? And funny enough, it turned out well. It was okay. I was like, oh, thank God though for the trust.
The thing was, I didn't plan anything on that.
I thought you guys did.
No. That's why I just said, let God touch Amaka today so that she'll come and do the usual.
Guys,
because
it's a wrap for us. It's a
I
wrap.
wasn't ready to go out at all.
Wow.
So,
Chisom, thank you so much for today. I'm really grateful.
Thank you for having me.